Hey, my Jaybirds. Today, I want to speak on bullying at school. I'm here today with my niece, Tajzhana.
Hi guys.
She's the one that was bullied recently at Plantation High School. She was jumped by 10 girls at Plantation High School. And she's just going to give us like a short version of what happened that day she was jumped at Plantation High School.
Well, beginning with that day, I just came out of my art classroom, usual day. I went to meet my cousin at his usual place we meet at, and as I was walking to that place, I noticed like there were a lot of kids there. So when I asked my cousin, like, let's go, like, what are we doing? Why are we still standing here? What's going on? I heard one of her friends said, well, here they come, and I said, well, here who come? And they said the three girls' names, these three bullies in school. And I'm like, okay, well, where are they? Like, why are they coming over here? So when I turned to look, I was looking at a moving hallway of students, so I didn't know, like, what was going on for real. And one big girl came, and she shoved me and my cousin apart, and then she pushed another girl back. So me, I'm, like, so scary. I'm like, you know what? Cousin, we have to go. Like, let's go. Something finna happen. I know she pushed us, but, let's just brush it off. Let's go. We gotta go get lunch and whatever. And my cousin said, okay, well, we finna go right now. When my cousin turned to walk, a girl behind me punches my cousin in the face. When I turned to actually like run away from the fight, a girl yanked me by my hair and just started like beating me. Like she wouldn't stop. Beating me in my head, and then more girls came, and then her friends came, and then they kept beating me, and like I just kept hearing them say like, Nakaya, let her go, and I'm like, Nakaya. It was a girl that I catch the school bus with every day, lived 10 houses down from me, watched me walk in my house every day, know exactly where I stay, and she just would not let me go. Like anger built up, and she was the one bothering me all this time. She was the one keep saying slick things to me, being mean to me ignoring her all this time, and she just would not let me go. It's to the point where she would kept hitting me so bad, they kept hitting me, like my body just gave up and like said, okay, well this is happening, just let it happen. And when she shoved me to the floor, I actually like blinked out for like 5 seconds. Like I don't even remember what happened during that time, but when I opened my eyes back up, I look and I seen security feet walking past, and I'm like, help, and nobody never came. And I said, you know what, I gotta do this by myself, because the girl was kicking me in my head, and my head was really hurting really badly. And then took all my strength, and I pulled myself up off that floor. And when I got up, the girl in the car, like, she was holding on to me. She never let me go. The only way the fight stopped was because kids around us kept saying, Nakaya, let her go, let her go. And she hit me one hard time in my head and then let me go and ran the opposite way. I was able to get up by myself. I had to find my shoe because they didn't let my shoe come off. I had to find my own book bag because it was in the dirt somewhere. I had to call my mom. I was able to do all that. No security ever came to help me. I found my cousin. I told her, let's go. We have to go. We have to leave. And nobody ever helped me until I was near my mom. And my mom, I still walked to my mom by myself with no security with my cousin. And she was just in disbelief. And that's when the principal wanted to say, well, ma'am, come sit in the office with your daughter and act all civilized. But I just feel like they didn't take the initiative to help me that day. They didn't care. They said, well, there's nothing they can do because there was no video the first day of the incident. So everything was mixed. So the girls told them that, oh, well, me and my cousin jumped them and we hit them first. And they even said one of the girls in the video was never at the fight. And I'm telling my mom, I'm like, I just sat here and got jumped by 10 girls. Like, what do they want me to do? Like, what more can I tell you, like, to make them believe me? They was like, oh, there's nothing we can do. And the girls actually went home. Their parents never came to get them from school. They walked home like a regular day, and nothing was never done to them. Nobody was suspended the first day or anything. And the second day, when the video came about, and I got the video from the girls bragging to their friends, sending text messages saying, I just beat up this girl, and they ended up sending it to the wrong person, and then the video got to me, of course. And when I got the video, I just made sure they seen the video to believe my story, and then everything changed the second day. Everybody's perspective was different. Everybody's attitude and tone was different. Like, they cared so much because this video was here. It was evidence. everything they were saying the day before was untrue. They even offered my mom to transfer me before I even told them I wanted to be transferred. And then I'm like, she told me, oh, well, I don't think it's that serious that you should stay at Plantation. But I told her, if my cousin had a restraining order against these girls and they walked up to us with no problem, didn't acknowledge the restraining order they had with my cousin, imagine what they could have did to me.
Bullying at Plantation High School seems like it's something that's happening and being pushed under the rug. Our family is not gonna let this one be pushed under the rug. Tajzhana could have been killed. Why do you think that they jumped you, Tajzhana?
I don't think they did jump me because the way I dress and the way I look and because I'm different and because I didn't fit in there. Like, everybody knew I just wasn't from there. I don't think they liked that at all because I had different book bags and different clothes and just being me who I am, they just didn't like it. They felt threatened, I guess.
We're trying to make Tajzhana's story go viral because this shouldn't happen. Even after the fight, which I'm gonna put the video in, the girls were in the office next door. My sister was next door in the office with Tajzhana, and they're in the office twerking.
You ain't about that gang, you don't speak my language. Hey, I'm gonna say, okay.
Like, something needs to be done. Like, some type of action. I feel like some type of example needs to be made of these girls because 10 girls on one person, her cousins on the other side can't even help her because they're jumping her cousins too. Like, for some reason, people are afraid of different. And just because Tajzhana was different, she dressed different, like she had her own vibe. Tajzhana is an A-B student, like an honor roll student. This should have never happened at school. When we drop off our kids, we're trusting that things like this is not gonna happen. That we're going to be able to pick up our child the same way they were dropped off. All we're asking for is justice for Tajzhana. Tajzhana, is there anything that you want done, or has this made you want to do something different for kids that might be bullied?
Yes, I actually met and talked with someone who's been through this same incident with me, and we're coming along to build an organization for kids and supporting kids that's going through bullying and telling them that it's okay to tell your story, and even if you're threatened or even if you feel that this is not the right thing, this is the right thing, and you should be able to tell your story no matter what because this happened to you, not to anybody else. You dealt with it. You've dealt with the pain and suffering no one else did, so telling your story is something you should be proud of. It's not something that you should hide or feel down about because I did it and I was afraid, but now I'm happy I did it because my story was heard and actually I was able to hear other people's stories that got unheard. So I just want to be that support system for them, and I'm going to start an organization really soon that I will be broadcasting on the media, all my social media, so you know, you'll see it soon.
On that note, my Jaybirds, help me make Tajzhana's story go viral. All we want is justice because charges still haven't been brought against the kids who brutally jumped her. Like, these kids are still, some of them are still in school, right?
Some of them are still attending school like a regular day.
Some of them are still going to school as if nothing has happened. And she was forced to trash her schools because she got jumped. Like, I don't get that. How is it that Tajzhana got jumped and she's forced to change schools? And the principal is trying to push it under the rug. It's not fair. Something needs to be done about this situation. Hopefully you guys will help me make Tajzhana's story go viral. You guys don't understand. I'm going to post pictures at the end of Tajzhana and how she dresses to go to school and just how unique she is. She's a sweet kid that doesn't even bother anybody. Loves spending time with her little sisters, spending time with her family. She's a unique kid that didn't deserve to get jumped the way that she did.
You gotta keep it up. You gotta walk with your head up. You gotta keep it up. Yo, you gotta walk with your head up. I say the blacker the berry.
Tajzhana, any last words?
Thanks for everyone and their support all across the world. I really appreciate it because you're helping my story get heard, and